Facebook, only my exes can see this one. You know what I mean? You can post very specific shit. Like, never been so happy in my life. Hashtag previously was not happy. Hashtag started from the bottom, you feel me? I'm glad a lot of you here are smiling. It's very important to smile. It relaxes your face. Let's all do it together. Really, for one moment, we can create some positive relaxation energy. 1, 2. Oh, it feels good, doesn't it? It takes more effort to frown than it does to smile. So happy people are just lazy as shit. That's the secret to being happy. It's a secret. And the average man, I read, smiles about 8 times a day. That's a problem, man. Hey, dude, staying serious. You know what I mean? Average woman smiles 60 times a day. 60. Killing it in the smiles, ladies. Probably just stealing them right off of our faces, straight up. And guys are always trying to add more, too. Like, I want to put a smile on that girl's face. Dude, you're 1 out of 60. You ain't shit. You know what I mean? But if you make a dude smile, he's only got 7 left, man. That's genuine right there. That's genuine shit. I went to UC Berkeley. I majored in math. Yeah, all right. Go Bears. We got a lot of Bears up in this. I majored in math, which is why I do comedy now. Now, a lot of people don't like math, but half of us are math people. Half of the world is technically above the 50th percentile. You know what I mean? If you don't know what that means, you're below it. That's just a simple test, all right? It's a mean joke, if you know what I mean. But I write a lot of math jokes, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to use my degrees, pun intended. Now, but people don't really respect them. Like, I can't go up to a girl at the bar like, hey, girl, your legs make a triangle so right. What did the triangle say to the square when they were buying a house together? Cosine, Sammy Obeid, nice to meet you. I should be in, I should be in right there. But no, she's yelling at me, she's going off on a tangent, you know what I'm saying? On the tangent, guys. These are math jokes, they're all math jokes. They're all math jokes, all right. But they're not for everybody, I understand, so I gotta slip them in there. My ex-girlfriend recently saw my comedy act, and now she treats me like a god. She's atheist, she doesn't believe in me. But I can still say that, you know? I ran into her, she was like, I think my new boyfriend would really like your comedy. I'm like, of course he would, he likes my sloppy seconds. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you gotta get him where it hurts. But call me traditional, I like my girlfriend like a pilgrim, you know, she settles. But if any guy tries to holler at my girl right in front of me, I handle that shit right away, man. I break up with her, I'm not really a fighter. But I introduce all the ladies to my family before we sleep together. I live at home, everybody meets my family, but I'm gonna have kids one day too, you know, in Vegas, so they stay there. That was 6 one-liners in a row. It's called a hexagon. It's a fucking hexagon, guys! That's math and comedy, baby! Trying to use my degrees. All right. Thank you so much. My family's originally from Beirut, Lebanon. Yeah, thank you. Go Beirut. I've never been there. I've been to New York, which is a little closer. Now, in New York and on the East Coast, they call the game beer pong Beirut. I didn't know that. Yeah, they call it beer pong Beirut. My friend in New York's like, hey, bro, you want to play Beirut? What kind of creepy racist question is that? He's like, come on, man, it'll be fun. I was like, all right. So I took him hostage. I didn't know how the house rules were. You know what I mean? But I'm part Lebanese and I'm part Palestinian, so I'm in the news all the time right now. Now, it's crazy because I'm Palestinian and my roommate is Jewish. So, we always fight over where his room starts and mine ends, okay? So, I mean, he pays more rent, but I've been there longer, you feel me, all right? You feel me? And we look the same. Now, it's tricky, I understand it is tricky because the Jews were in Israel first a very long, long time ago. They were there, but then they left, you know, they left. It's like you leave your towel on the bench press at the gym. And then you go, you know, you leave for 3 hours. Someone's gonna grab that towel and wrap it around their head. But the thing is, we share culture all the time, me and my roommate. I asked him, I said, hey man, what do you like most about being Jewish? He's like, I never thought about that before. I was like, just give me something off the top of your head. So he gave me his yarmulke. And I'm kidding. He sold it to me. Come on, these are all fun jokes. Everybody has a good time. Bridge the cultural relations. It's very important. It's good. What's that? What's that?
He said you need to stop picking on people. Start doing real jokes.
I'm just going to repeat what he said, and I'm not lying. He said you need to stop picking on people and start telling real jokes.
What?
Now,
Why are you applauding yourself, you jackass?
my brother, okay, look. I'm a person, you're a person. I'm talking about real shit. Majoring in math, did that. Palestinian Jewish roommate, did that. Family from Beirut, did that shit. This is all real shit, brother. This is all real shit. This is my life. This is my life. You don't like talking about race? You don't like talking about race? Is that your thing?
It's the cheap way out.
It's the cheap way out, man. Well, you know what? Race is a reality to me, man. And it's a reality to most people. And I'm making light of it. I'm making light of it, brother. Why would the majority of the crowd be booing you if it's... Did I have a turban? No, I do not have a turban. However, I will say, okay, look, you had a turban growing up, I didn't. Is that what you're saying? I get mistaken for being Indian all the time. And it annoys me too because there's a difference, bro. People are like, you're Indian. I'm not fucking Indian. You can't just pick any brown person and call us Indian. You're not Columbus. That one's for you. That one's for you.
Dead.
There's nothing wrong with being Indian. All right, you want me to get out?
No,
Can I do one?
no.
Can I do one more?
I'm not stopping you. I'm stopping you. You are handled. Let him finish his set. Thank you. But that was a master of work.
I'm sorry, man. Sorry. I won't pick on anyone. I won't do any more racial jokes, okay? I'm just saying my best friend is Indian, so it's an arranged friendship, and we're very close. And I was born here in Oakland, and I was raised in Fremont. Fremont, it's a lot like Oakland, less urban, more turban, if you know what I mean. And that's, okay, so anyways. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. There was more to that joke, but you know what, I feel weird about doing it now. But you know, sometimes people say this. Sometimes people say, you know, I don't see color. That's fine. You only see black and white? That's even more racist, man. You should see color. You should see color. We're not gonna stop racism until we at least fix our color scheme. We call people white, black, or brown. This is not even accurate. White people are actually peach. And black people are brown, and brown people, we're just beige. So it's like we're all fucking confused. None of us can see color. How are we gonna stop racism? We can't put the crayons in the crayon box. You know what I mean? All right. I'm gonna wrap. Okay, I'm gonna do two more. I'm gonna wrap it up. I try to help the world. I try to make the best choices I can in the situations that I'm given. I was at the grocery store, some guy comes up to me, he said, hey man, do you have a moment to help save the environment? And he gives me a pamphlet, so I recycle it. Because that is literally the best thing that you can do with a piece of paper. Another guy came up to me, he was like, hey man, do you have a moment to stop child hunger? I was like, well, I'm not a child, but I can eat, you know what I mean? I'm hungry. And he was like, no, it's not what I meant. I meant, do you have $100 to sponsor a child every month? I'm like, well, that's a completely different question from having a moment. Like, I got a lot of moments, I don't have that many hundreds, and I don't make hundreds in a moment, so I don't know how you calculated that. And then I was like, how much money do you make doing this? He's like, well, I raise about $30 every day for the kids. I'm like, just 30? He's like, look, man, I work. I make $50 an hour at my job, but I have to work part-time so I can come out and do this. I'm like, dude, you make $50 an hour. If you just stayed at your job, worked full-time, and donated half of your own money, you could save way more kids. And save us from this uncomfortable, confusing, shitty conversation. Let's be honest, you're gonna save a lot of people today. He was like, wow, that's amazing how you just put that all together. I'm like, yeah, it's called taking a moment to stop child hunger. I'm trying to make the best of what I have. This is real shit. I used to be a teacher before I did this. I taught in the inner city, pretty much in the hood. And it was a hard job, as you know, if you're teachers, you know. I had a lot of gangsters in my class, pretty much. I had to find ways to relate, so I came up with a lot of analogies, gangster analogies, okay? So we were doing math, the different kinds of numbers. All right, math people, listen up. I hope you get these ones. So I'm like, all right, imagine you're at a party, right? All the numbers are there, right? This crazy number comes in, starts shooting up the place. You're like, what's your problem? He's like, I'm irrational. Okay, all right? Now you're a rational number, so you're like, chill, man, we're both some real-ass numbers, you know what I'm saying? We're both part of the same set. My number, put it right there. Put it right there, man, put it right there. Now you see some chick floating by, you're like, oh, damn, who's she? Oh, don't mess with her, man, she's imaginary. You know what happens when imaginaries and reals mix? Shit gets complex, man, don't do it, all right? Her last boyfriend was a 0. She never got over him, man. It was impossible. Do you know what I'm saying? And he never got under her. Okay? Now your ex comes in. Your ex comes in with some other unknown. You're like, why? I'm trying to hook up with a girl in her prime, you know what I mean? 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. When it comes to age, I got no limit. Hop into my infinity. Thank you so much. My name is Sammy Obeid. This is real shit. This is real shit. Real shit. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Sammy Obeid one more time.